Pro Wrestling Sauce. While you're here, I want you to like and subscribe because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete! 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 Ah! Pro Wrestling Sauce. Jacob and Josh. Pro Wrestling Sauce.
Me, 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 me.
Me, 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 mommy, mama, me.
Me, mama, me, mama, me.
Oh.
What's up, Nate?
What up, what up, what up?
What's going on, dude?
Nothing, really. Just,
You just took a fat
Robert-
nap. You just
Yeah.
told me you took a
Dude.
very fat, hefty nap.
exactly. I'm still coming back into the world right now.
Yeah, dude. I know. Well, dude, I know how that feels because I was dead tired after work today, and I
Yeah.
came home. I took a shower, and I just like laid down for a second and like put my hands behind my head for a second just to cool in the fan, and I fell asleep
Oh,
for
those are
like
dangerous.
a good 40 minutes, and I woke up and I was like, ugh, God, I wanted
You're
to
like,
go right back to
"Nah."
bed and sleep all day.
Oh, dude, the wife was like, why don't you just go back to sleep? And I was like, no, I gotta go downstairs. And I'm like, just sitting there, like, with my eyes closed a little bit, like, just
I
contemplating.
gotta
like,
go downstairs and host the show.
Yeah, I gotta go downstairs. Dude, you can't let the sauce down.
Yeah, man.
It was close, dude. I was close. Like I was fingertips away from just Josh not making it. But then I was like, nope, I'm up.
I'm up. Look at that, wide awake, ready to talk wrestling. I mean, you did
Yeah.
just watch it like recently, didn't you? You just caught up on Raw.
Just yesterday morning. I
Mhm.
typically do that now. It's Tuesday mornings in the neighborhood. Got the phone cropped up in front of like the speed thermometer or whatever it's called, and I'm just watching wrestling while I'm in this neighborhood picking up trash.
That's.
I'm not
I mean,
like
that's a good.
staring.
Yeah. Oh well. One would hope you're not
Yeah,
just staring
yeah.
at the screen while you're.
There's some
Also,
safety measures into it, but
that's good. You're taking precautions.
yeah, I'm only going like 25 miles per hour. Like, what if a kid runs in the
If a
middle
kid,
of the truck
whoa,
and gets hit? I feel like that's their
what?
fault.
Hey,
I'm like,
whoa, Nate.
you should have been
How'd
running
you
in the
go to
street.
the worst possible scenario? If a small child runs out and I smush them.
Yeah, I'm like, well, did you just see that freaking great move by Penta? Like, you didn't, because you're underneath my car. You're underneath my truck now.
Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, welcome in everybody. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Sauce. Does this? It doesn't say we're live right now. Are we live?
I see it on my screen.
You see it on your screen?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Okay.
I mean, I think you clicked off because it's black screen on us right now, but
Yeah. That's weird. Okay, maybe I'll just restart the chat because my chat box isn't opening, and it's like you're not live, and it says the stream ended like a minute ago.
oh, fine. Oh yeah, let me check my
Oh,
phone.
no,
But yeah,
no, it's working. I don't know. It's working now.
Dude,
Maybe I just needed to refresh.
Yeah.
My chat box is now open. I can see it. There's no one there. That's okay.
No, it's
Well,
okay, dude.
yeah.
We're just sitting here chatting
I
like
just wanted to make
boys.
sure
Well, we are boys.
we were live and we weren't just chatting it away like two mountain men eating steak,
Yeah, just chatting for free. Like we don't do that.
taking naps, eating steak.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's actually crazy that you said that. I had steak for dinner, right? That's probably what put me to sleep.
That is
That
what put you
freaking
to sleep.
big ball of steak.
Did you have steak and a roll? Did you have a roll
No, I
perchance?
had steak. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy combination, but it's very good. I had steak, nice cheap sirloin steak, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
Not too crazy. Cooked to a nice
Little
medium
A1
rare.
sauce?
No
Little-
A1 sauce.
No,
If you
it's
season it
perfect?
right, you don't need sauce.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you
correct.
season.
Yeah.
I had some white rice on the side with cucumber kimchi. That's what it's called. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
into the kimchi. I'm not into that, but
Yeah,
whatever. Hey, to each their own.
it's a good flavor.
I'm into the steak. I'm into that meat.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But you
good.
gotta think steak with rice. That's a crazy combination. Those are two heavy foods.
That's not I mean, that is if you want to be put to sleep. Yeah, you're right. Two really starchy, heavy foods.
Right in my belly, laying in bed, just like
Oh, when'd you eat that? Like 6 o'clock?
yeah, it was like 7 actually. I didn't get home until like 6.
Yeah, you're probably got a nice little food baby in there. Put you to sleep. Did you have a
Yeah,
roll?
like-
Did you have any rolls?
No bread.
No bread.
And then I
okay.
had this was like the sweet tea that I had next to my bed, and I just grabbed it, bring down with me to drink.
And a sweet tea, so a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
Okay.
some protein, big ball of protein, little carbs,
All right.
little cucumber action.
What were you dreaming about while you were napping?
Honestly, nothing. I don't dream too much.
Nothing. It was just
I was-
it was TV static. It was like
Yeah, I fell asleep on How I Met Your Mother, and I woke up with How I Met Your Mother on the TV.
You're watching what are you watching? Me TV or something?
No, this is what we've been watching is How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, you're streaming it.
Yeah, Netflix.
my
We're on like
goodness.
the 6th season.
Oh my
There's
god.
like 9.
Oh my god. Thank God you're almost done with it.
Yeah,
Dirt
Well, no, it's pretty-
Speedman would be pissed.
I know.
Jason Segel's in that show.
I know. We discussed. I think we talked about.
Oh, did we?
that
We
last
talked
week.
about it last week.
No, we said something because then I was like, dude, I love Jason Segel. You're like, no, stop, don't say that.
Yeah, it's a dangerous territory if the dirt is looming. Welcome everybody in. Cowboy Nate over here, joining us, like always, and myself, Josh O'Leary, right here every Wednesday on Pro Wrestling Sauce. We're gonna crack into a little bit of wrestling, crack open a little wrestling egg, and scramble that yolk up and see if it tastes any good. What do you say, Nate? Where do you want to start?
Yeah. Man, let's start. I mean, we can start with the first topic. Penta debut on Raw.
Oh yeah,
That was the
let's get
second
right
match,
into it.
anyways. Well, no. Actually, I think we start with the opening segment because that opening segment was pretty good. Actually, I just tried to skip over it. I thought it was pretty solid.
Now remind
Seth,
me.
Drew,
Okay, yeah,
Seth
Seth
Drew,
and Seth.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk came out in his car.
Thinking
And
he
it was
was
like, CM
done
Punk.
with Seth. Thinking it was all over.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with this bozo anymore. And Seth's music is the first to hit. Of course you're wrong.
Oh.
Of course you're wrong, Punk. When aren't you wrong?
And
You
the
know?
way they did that, the timing on that was so beautiful. He's like, play my music, and then freaking Burn It Down plays.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the hell? Like, he's
Yeah,
just
I'm
like,
pretty
you
sure he
can
said.
hear him.
I'm pretty sure he said the F word. He was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah,
what the
he-
f-? Like,
Yeah, he cut.
yeah."
I
so
was like, dude, acting or not acting, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful little like cut to like Seth. Like, it was awesome.
And then they went back and forth. Seth signifying that, hey, this isn't over. I'm gonna throw you over the top rope. We're both declaring for the Rumble here. And then who came out after that? Who was?
Drew
Oh,
came
yeah.
out and put the cherry on top on that segment.
Okay, yeah, he
was
really
beautiful.
did, dude. Honestly, if I'm gonna put like, cause right there it was like, made a tease of a triple threat by Drew, saying, "Hey guys, do you want to see me? You want to see McIntyre, Rollins, and Punk in a match tonight?"
Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right here
The
tonight.
classic thing.
Yeah, the
Like,
classic.
yeah, we're about to fight right now. And then he starts walking around. He's like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
And he,
Except
like,
I
turns
would
around.
never do that. But yeah, he's like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. But we did get the tease of the triple threat, and I think in that lineup, dude, I'm a big Seth guy, but I
Mhm.
don't know, dude. think I'm almost a bigger Drew guy at this point. I
Yeah,
am a
Drew's
Drew
pretty good.
McIntyre advocate. This dude, God, I've been wanting him. He's deserved the strap ever since the live crowds came back. Like
Mhm.
at some point, like when are we gonna give this man his his
Just
his due
something.
diligence? Like
Yeah.
he's out there, having 1-star matches with Jey
The bloodline.
Uso's 6 tricks. You know,
He's out. They have him out here chasing the bloodline for some stupid reason.
yeah, makes 0 sense, and why he would be chasing the blood. Who emailed me just now? Get out of here. Um,
But what I loved about that is he like came out and he was like talking crap, and CM Punk was like, "Dude, I will split your head open again." And he was like, "Dude, here you go and being selfish again. I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking to Seth."
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah. That
Seth
was
was
good.
like, "Well, I'll smash your skull in too. Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing here?"
which totally like put to sleep any um, rumors of them two working together. I feel like because CM
Yeah.
Punk was kind of like pointing at them both, being like, "Are you two working together?"
Yeah.
Like, and then Drew kind of was like, "No, I'm talking to Seth, dumbass. Why do you always think stuff's about you? You always think stuff's
Yeah.
about you." Like, not everybody is out to look at CM Punk. I'm certainly not. I'm tired of his
Mhm.
face. I don't like it.
I enjoy him. I
I don't
can't
like
lie.
his face, and I wish I saw less of it.
Even though he did drop a lot of like John Cena references in his little his beginning of the
Now,
segment.
I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about him being carried through a match. I said Seth's gonna have to carry him. Punk's not gonna be able
No, he
to
looked good during
hold.
that match.
Yeah, he looked great. He looked fine. Yeah, I didn't think that. I didn't have a problem there at all. So I thought that was actually surprising and nice.
I know
But
the Rumble's stacked though, dude.
yeah, but did you think that more people were going to be coming out after Drew? Because I definitely thought that
Uh,
more people were going to be popping up. Like I just thought it was going to be one of those moments where, oh, okay,
yeah,
here
where
comes,
everyone's declaring.
yeah, here comes everybody. Oh, we're all declaring, and before you know it, there's
I mean,
30 people out there.
honestly, my thoughts going through my head at that moment. One, great segment to start off Raw, and then two, I felt like it was like, yeah, you guys want to join the Rumble, but instead, here's a triple threat match instead. Because they're teasing that. They're like, because I remember
Yeah,
I've been saying that like this is gonna be a triple threat
maybe we're getting it on
eventually.
Saturday night's main event.
It could be. I mean, they could do that. That's a big match to put on Saturday night main event
Well,
too.
they're trying to like boost that show, and I mean they need to after all the
I
Hogan
wanted to ask.
boys.
I
That
actually
was like
wanted to ask
they're the
your.
most viral clip from the last thing they had. Well, no, that was the Netflix debut. Yeah,
That
the
was
most
yeah,
was Hogan getting booed, so they need something viral, man.
I was actually gonna ask you like, what did you think about them doing the main event? Because initially it's just another like, well, what we saw from the first one, it's just like another like Monday Friday kind of show.
It's kind of like a house show, like a glorified,
Yeah.
because all the baby faces went over. But again, this could shock us. I mean, I don't know. We've never seen two in a row this close together before.
Yeah.
So if they're going to start
Just
doing these, and this is going to be like some contractual thing with NBC, and they're going to be like every other Saturday or something like that,
mm-hmm.
or one Saturday a month or something like that.
Well, well, I know they're also working with the UFC schedule because you know how they're owned by the same company. Like this
Yeah,
weekend is a UFC pay per view, so they're not going to put main event and compete with a UFC pay per view.
mm-hmm.
So that's why I
True.
was like, man, I thought it was
Shit.
this weekend. I was
Huh.
like, they were gonna put it on the same Saturday as UFC, and then it said like the next, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I
Hmm.
mean, that's not the same crowd typically. It's not all the same crowd, UFC and WWE fans. I mean, I feel like you'll still get the loyal WWE fans to watch main event.
Of course.
Yeah, so
So, but it is Saturday. You keep calling it main event. It's Saturday
I
night's
know
main
Saturday,
event, dude.
Saturday
It's
night
a
main
different
event.
show. Main event
Two
is a
different.
different show. Nate, you should
Sorry,
know,
sorry.
man. Main event's only streamed on like Peacock or some shit.
Is that like a whole nother PLE or something?
No, it's just a show. Main event has
Oh,
existed
I didn't
forever,
know.
for a while.
Oh,
Like back
yeah.
when I was a kid, they used to have different shows like Velocity and Heat,
Mm-hmm.
Sunday Night Heat, and they were
No,
just
never
like
mind you.
hour long, kind of like recaps of Raw, but with like maybe a match or two spliced in there, like a brand
Oh,
new match spliced in there. Like yeah, so
sounds pretty cool.
it wasn't bad. I think they should bring stuff like that back.
Mm.
And they kind of are with this Saturday night's main event. At least if they do it like, I don't know, bi-monthly or something like that, every other month would be kind of cool. So you
That'd be
get
cool.
6 a year.
So what do you think of the? Because we don't have it up here. What do you think about the Saturday night main event so far? I think there's only a couple matches.
Yeah. I
Let
mean,
me
I
see
think
if I can
well,
pull them up.
I
Like the
mean,
lineup. Let's see if they had the lineup already.
yeah. Well, let's talk about we got to get back to Penta at some point. We started on Penta somehow and went
Oh, we
straight.
can. We can.
Oh wait, no, we didn't. We went okay. Oh, we went
We kind
back.
of went to the
Yeah.
first of the show and kind of like branched off.
That's
I
right.
think the only matches they have showing, and I could be wrong. There
Yeah.
could be more. We just got Braun and Sheamus that they just announced for the title,
That's
and
right.
then you got Gunther and Jey Uso, which is probably gonna be the main event, and that's for a title.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
those aren't terrible matches for something like that.
No. We don't have a full card set in stone yet. So we won't be giving our predictions yet, but that's that's all right so far. I feel like they need to definitely fill that out with some heat,
Yeah,
some sort of goodness, because that is kind of the Gunther Jey Uso is. I don't know. People may love it. They probably will not like my opinion on it. We'll get
I,
to it
I think
eventually.
I think they should give it to Jay that night. Honestly,
Oh God,
a little
Nate.
Jay disappointment.
We're gonna clash here. Then that's gonna
I know you hate that, but
yeah.
they gotta give this man another title chance.
God, no, they don't.
They're putting him over so much, and it's like,
I
dude,
mean, he
just
is over. He's over without it.
yeah,
I mean, but I don't know. Not my cup of tea.
yeah.
On
No, I
that
know.
on that front, at least I agree with the things Gunther says. Like he's Jay needs to pull out some more tricks, dude. It can't be super kick, frog splash
Yeah,
all the time.
he
You
did
know.
call him out big time during that.
Oh yeah, man. He said you're a tag team wrestler, and he's damn right.
He's like, you're just the single best tag team guy.
Yeah,
That's all you are.
but just like you said, I can't deny how over he is, and really, but like Gunther said, what's over, dude? The entrance, like
Yeah, that's it.
because you're not over once you get in here.
No, I
you
mean
know?
we've seen enough to know that it goes from like hitting. It's just like punch, 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 and then it
Yeah.
gets to a point where it's just like super kick after super kick after super kick.
Let's not forget the Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso,
Oh no, that's
big, two big butt cheeks pushed together, flapping as hard as they can, stinker that they had at
that's a
WrestleMania.
that's a poop stain they can't wash out their underwear.
Oh my
Let's just
God,
put it
dude!
that way.
Yeah, no OxyClean is getting that out. Your Tide pin, you're gonna need like 12 Tide pins, and you're gonna have to sit there and color in the poop
You
stain.
can't even throw away that pair of underwear. It just keeps arriving back like a Ouija board that you threw away.
Yeah,
Just keeps popping up on your floor. You're like, dude, thought I threw that away. What is this?
yeah, the magic poop stain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the Jay and Jimmy Uso match from WrestleMania. That's a negative star match.
Bad, 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 bad. They even said it's bad.
Did they?
I was pretty sure Jay went on social media
It's on
after that and
record.
was like, it was not a good match.
Okay, well, as long as they acknowledge it and are aware of the fact that,
It was a poop stain.
yeah, that was that their match was indeed a poop stain.
Yeah. All right, let's get into
Jacob,
the.
shout out to Jacob, who is not here. He's in the army, by the way. Everybody, Jacob is in the
Oh,
army.
yeah.
And at the end of the show, we're gonna try to throw up a small video from him. I'm not sure how it's gonna work or how I'm gonna do that. I may just send it to the chat
Yeah, I can share it.
and then share it. Yeah, we'll see if that works. My sharing screen for some reason has been causing the computer to lag every time Dirt pulls up a stream.
Oh,
Like
it
my
messes
computer,
up.
yeah, I think it's something with Discord. I'm not sure. I'm
That's
still trying to
something.
figure it out. Yeah, it was like messing up my computer and everything. It was like You can't see this, Josh. It'll let me like stream something for like 16 seconds, and it goes right back. But anyway, back to the wrestling we were talking about. We were just clearing up the Rollins McIntyre Punk confrontation at the beginning of the program, and that's all leading to the Royal Rumble, where this will all come to a head, and we'll see who comes out on top there. Just based off of everything you see now, Nate, I'm curious. Based off of everything you see now, and you're putting together off this opening segment, backtracking to who's already declared and who's the current champions, if they stay the current champions, who do you say is winning this Royal Rumble, just right now?
Because you also have Roman in it, don't you? Yeah, I think Roman.
Yeah.
Roman, Cena, Drew,
Stacked.
Seth,
It is stacked, dude. This Rumble is.
John, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like, what is that like Final Four looking at each other? Like, and you know
I
how
think
they
you
do
named
like
them.
Well, no, that's six
Yeah.
though. I think Drew doesn't make it into that Final Four. I think he's like one of like the sixth or fifth person like thrown out.
I disagree.
you get-
I think he is. I think Drew like goes under like the bottom rope or something and is like laying on the outside for quite a while.
he pulls one of those.
And I think you get the Final Four standoff, and it's really a Final Five, but he's still on the outside. So you get that Final Four standoff.
And it's Roman, John, Seth, CM Punk.
There you go. And just as it looks like it's between Seth and CM Punk, and they've got their hands around each other's throats, that's when Drew runs in and tosses them both out.
Dude, that'd be good. That'd be good. And then,
Eliminates both of them.
or like instead, when they throw Drew out, he does like the crazy Kofi thing where he's like trying to stay off the ground.
What? Drew just stands on his hands? Drew McIntyre?
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
He does a handstand.
The handstand. He's just standing there doing a handstand the entire time.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
He does a flip, lands on his hands somehow.
He has like the sword. He's just balancing off the sword.
Make me spit all over the microphone. Forgot about the sword. Don't bring the sword back, please. Drew, whatever you do, you're great. Leave the fucking sword at home. We don't need that thing anymore. Yeah, you don't need that thing anymore, dude. The sword is your microphone now. You come in just hot on that microphone, man. Almost like showing up Punk and Rollins, dude. Like I would like the three of them just to go at it verbally a little bit longer. I wouldn't mind that.
There are three pretty good talkers, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you can't really stand CM Punk, but
No,
I think
see.
the three
I play it
complement
up.
each other
I
really
play
well.
it up, but I mean, I do not like him. Like, let that be clear.
Yeah, like I guess the character. I don't know.
No. I don't like his real life character.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Like him as a person. Yeah. Like kind of what all the things Seth says. Like I've kind of felt that way. I've felt that way for a while. Like I remember the podcast. I was not like thrilled about it. I mean, like, what? This is weird. Like, it seems like he just seems bitter and mad. And he'll never admit to that. People always come to his defense as well. They'll be like, he was gonna die. Like, shut up. Like, we don't know that. Like, he could say that and it'd be one thing. It doesn't, like, whatever. I'm calling him a liar. I don't care. CM Punk, he's not my cup of tea. He's a little too arrogant for my taste. And not in like a cool way,
Mm-hmm.
Like he's kind of like old man arrogant now, especially like he's calling Seth things like Liberace and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
well, like what are you like calling him an industry plant? I saw someone try to critique that in one of the comments on YouTube, and it was like, oh, I called him an industry plant because because when he left, Vince put him in top spots.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah, and I was like, what? I was like, did CM Punk not get put in top spots? Like, coming from the same stuff? Like, what?
They literally put him in the top spots to compete against John Cena in that.
Yeah.
prime time
I mean,
era.
sure, The Rock came in and stole the spotlight, but when I mean, that's happened to more people than I can count on,
Yeah.
both hands. CM Punk's not special in that regard.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's I don't know. What a turd.
Wh-
Let's get to
When I
Penta.
moved, yeah, I would say Penta. I think he deserves the time. It was pretty solid. That was my first ever like Penta match. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Uh,
I watched some Penta back in Lucha Underground. I don't know if you ever
oh,
watched
yeah.
Lucha Underground, but me and
No,
Laura
I've
used
heard
to
of it.
watch Lucha Underground, and it was awesome. Awesome
Oh, I
show.
bet.
Yeah, big fan of Lucha Underground. The production on it was crazy. It was like very cinematic, and Pentagon. His name was Pentagon Junior, and he was
Mm,
awesome. Or Pentagon Zero. He's got a bunch of different iterations of
like,
the character. Yeah, but dude, he came out on this Raw. He had his family in the front row crying. Very
yeah,
emotional. There, I believe they were in where San Jose,
San
California.
Jose.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, heavily Spanish
Yeah.
uh, area, and
Perfect spot to
yeah,
have him come out.
sure, sure. This crowd was hot for him too. Like I saw
Yeah.
signs, I saw lots of signs, Penta signs. People were ready for it. Like that would have been me and Jake if we were there. We'd have been like, we know this guy's debuting. Let's get a nice sign for Penta, and we'll get on TV.
I know those perfect seats y'all had at the SmackDown show.
Oh yeah, that like we would have definitely gotten on TV had Penta been debuting there. They didn't care about Motor City Machine Guns. They've kind of been in the background since then. Like, jeez.
Dude, they actually no, they won the championship
Yeah, they
back.
did. They won him back.
Yeah, they won them back.
Oh shit.
I don't know if that was last week. I think that was last week. I mean, we
Was
don't
it
have to go too far in it, but I'm pretty sure that was last week they won it back.
really?
They
Didn't
beat
even realize.
DIY. They beat DIY again.
Oh really? I didn't. Dude, how
Yeah.
did I miss that?
Or was it last week? I swear it
I
was.
missed that somehow.
I'll have to.
That's crazy. I don't know how I missed that, dude.
Oh wait, no, am I wrong? I could be wrong. Because something right here saying Motor City Machine Gun to face Las Garza in the #1 contender match. So I could be wrong. I could have saw something that was old. I don't know.
Yeah, you may have saw something that was old. Yeah, I don't think they lost it back. I don't think I missed that.
Yeah.
But
I'd say I'm
back.
not a good source on SmackDown because I don't watch it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and which I understand. You're a busy man, and it's on a Friday. It's at the end of your week, and you're probably napping at that point, just kind of like you were earlier, right before we started this
Oh, yeah,
this
cat
episode.
naps.
Oh yeah, no, that was no cat nap. You were taking a full on steak nap, Nate.
Oh no, I said fat nap.
Oh, fat nap. Yeah, definitely a fat
Yeah.
nap. Definitely this is the fat off the steak nap, right?
Yep. Yeah, I could be lying about that. I could have saw something bad. You know, freaking social media, it's terrible.
Oh yeah,
Freaking
dude.
gives you old stuff, and I'm like, what is this?
Mm-hmm. If you're using AI and like your thumbnails and shit, I'm not clicking it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a podcast or whatever, and you just wanted to generate a funny image of Kevin James and Cody Rhodes together in a
Eating Kevin Bacon.
in a new movie called Marine 8 Bloodhounds.
Snap.
That's right. It's Marine 8 Bloodhounds coming soon.
Streaming on
No,
Hulu.
the actual poster will be premiering on House Assembly this Sunday. You can watch it.
Nice.
I actually played with that stupid Gronk thing on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And made everything I typed into it was I just put Kevin James in it for some reason. So I was just like had like a bunch of different Kevin James movies. That
Yeah, here comes the boom.
oh, forget about that one, Nate. God, you're so good at the deep cuts.
He was like that was way before the Costco guys.
Damn.
He was
Whoa,
he was the here comes
Nate.
the boom before the Costco guys.
Are you refreshing everyone's memory right now about
Yeah,
the
and that was
original Boomster Kevin James?
yeah, exactly.
Because my memory has been refreshed.
I can't believe you forgot
forgot
about
about.
the movie.
I did forget about this movie, and I store the dumbest shit in my head, and
I don't know why I pulled that from my
I
head.
don't
I
know
don't know
why
how.
either. Like, oh yeah, here comes the boom.
I guess, like you said, I'm
That's
good
where
at
he's.
those like random ass movies that like no one knows.
That's where Kevin James is like a UFC fighter. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's when he's a UFC fighter.
yeah,
It's the dumbest movie ever, too.
yeah, dude. That's kind of like that's like a movie I feel like I would have made up and typed into that AI thing and tried to make a movie poster. Like Kevin James is a UFC fighter and becomes best friends with Joe Rogan. Like,
Yeah.
and then it makes a picture.
He
Like,
also had that Sean Payton movie where he was like Sean Payton pretty much for the Saints.
he
I'm
had a
surprised
movie where
Derek.
he played Sean Payton.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
What was that? I don't know. What is it called?
Kevin James as in the Sean Payton biopic about the Saints, about the
Yeah,
2009
yeah, it
Saints
was like that.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl
it's
team.
called 2022 Home Team. True story of Sean Payton and the home team.
Whoa.
And he plays Sean Payton.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god. I mean, I believe you. Like, but this is disturbing Kevin James news, Nate. I didn't know you were
Yeah.
so well versed in the Kevin James
Kevin J-
universe.
or what is the pronouncing Chuck and Larry?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna see. I remember that one. That one I
Yeah, that's
definitely
it.
remember. Uh, what about the Zookeeper? Huh? What about
Yeah, the Zookeeper. I remember that one.
how far are we gonna go?
I'm trying to think of a different one.
I can only think of the fake, the fake
you have the
ones.
grown-ups, the grown-ups
Yeah, but I don't think that
movies.
counts. That's not just a standalone
I think
Kevin James film. I
yeah,
said
it's like a
I made up one called Puppet Boy: The Story of Jeff Dunham,
Chef Donald.
starring Kevin James. Puppet Boy.
Ooh, Paul Blart,
Oh, that how could we forget? That's
the
the one
Mall
he's.
Cop,
That's we say Paul Blart all the time. Yeah.
Dilemma with Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah.
I've
Well.
actually seen that movie.
Oh my God, Nate. Don't admit to things like this. You shouldn't. You're on a public forum here. You do not admit to watching Dilemma with Kevin James and Vince Vaughn.
Ooh, Pixels. That was shit.
He was in that?
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
an Adam
probably a
Sandler.
cameo.
Adam Sandler movie. He's in every single one.
Probably a cameo.
He
What
was
were
in Barnyard. He was a voice of Barnyard, I guess.
Oh my God! Back
He's
at
a
the barnyard?
yeah, but it was a movie. It wasn't the
Oh,
show.
the movie, before, like kind of like how they did Jimmy Neutron. They had the movie
Yeah.
first and then the show.
Yep.
Yep. Well, Nate, we were talking
Yeah.
about PENTA. I want to get back on track a
Yeah.
little bit.
Kevin James.
Yeah. I would love to see Kevin James take one of those Mexican destroyers that that
Kevin James is
PENTA gave to Chad Gable. Did you see that move, Nate?
oh, insane move, dude.
Dude,
I'm glad you actually said the name because I kept forgetting the name and I
Who
wanted
did-
to make sure I brought that up.
who did Chad Gable remind you of, Nate? Because you know who he reminded me of? He reminded me of Arama St. Brown's touchdown
Oh, that.
celebration.
Oh yeah, when they
The
sit on their
pencil?
head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
like straight up and down. Yeah,
Yep.
and like, dude, Chad Gable was like, bing, straight up and down. A
was-
perfect
it was
pencil.
perfect.
Pencil
perfect.
dive. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a perfect destroyer. I've never seen. Wait, no, I probably have seen that move. I don't know, but it looked good.
It's a Canadian destroyer, but it's like turned around.
Okay.
Chad Gable's facing the other way, so
Gotcha.
it looks even weirder.
His I know you're not a huge fan over like jumping out of the ring because they do it too much, but his leap over the top rope remind me of the Prime Sin Cara days.
Whoa, Nate, what the hell? Are you trying to ruin Penta's debut?
No, it's just a luchador move.
People are
man.
already saying that he went over on time somehow, which I don't believe because they ended the
yeah,
show
that
at
people are
10:30.
bitching.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
I
can't
feel like
believe
that's
those
some
things-
weird rumor that Dave Meltzer farted out or something. I don't know.
It's like a classic like sports thing. Like, oh yeah, after the game, the NFL player was mad because he didn't get touchdown passes, like that type of stuff. Like, no, he probably isn't.
Yeah, like, dude, I don't know. I I don't trust anything I see like coming through the
Yeah,
Twitter
maybe.
sphere or anything like that
Yeah.
from some weird source. I mean, there are people taking pictures of his crying daughter in the front row, being like, "Who's this dumb bitch crying for Penta?" like, what?
Yeah.
Like, like what, dude? Like, dude, chill
No,
out. Oh my god, bro. Like,
I
they're
did you
just
understand any of his Spanish, by the way?
no, dude. I don't speak Spanish, man.
Like, they didn't have any translator out there to help. Like, I mean, I know the crowd was
Dude, I
Spanish
had
because
it on
they're in
closed
California.
captions, and the closed
Uh,
captions stopped, and it just said
it's
"speaking Spanish."
yeah.
I was
I was
like,
like, they weren't
"Oh,
prepared
son
for
of
this
a
man to
bitch!"
rip out Spanish. They thought this dude was gonna rip out a promo in English. Like, come on.
Yeah, and you know some Spanish, right?
Oh, I know words. Let's not
Okay,
say
you
I know
can't.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Like, so like I know like I forgot. He said something and
yeah. You
and
and
I
Jake
kind of got the
went
point.
talked in Spanish one time. You guys know a little bit of something.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
Jake knows pretty well.
He probably knows it because he took it. I just know it because I live with a Spanish
Mm,
person.
yeah, yeah. Well, Jake dated a Spanish girl for a while or something,
Yeah.
and was just around her family all the time, and was learning phrases. And
Just pick up words.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And so when you hear them in like sentences, you're like, oh, okay, well, context clues. They're probably talking about this, I
Hmm.
guess. This is how it is.
But dude, Penta was
Oh,
great. This match was great. Chad Gable, give him his props, or give him his credit. You know, give him his due here.
yeah.
This was amazing from Chad Gable, like, and rightfully so. You know, oh no, we're frozen today. It's okay.
No.
We'll probably come back. That's how it happened last time. We'll give it a second, okay? So we'll probably come back.
So
Uh,
how do you feel about them doing like a? They gave him 2 matches against Alpha Academy, and then they give him this huge match, and he loses. Because did you
mm,
think they were gonna put him on like a run to kind of put him somewhere, or was that just kind of like what are they doing with this
with
Chad
Chad,
Gable? Yeah.
um, I don't know, man. Like that's the thing. He said he's vows to win gold and all this stuff, but first he had to get this problem out of the way with the luchadors, which I don't see what the problem is with the luchadors. He's never had a problem before with luchadors.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a
Coming out of
sudden,
nowhere.
he's got something he needs to resolve before he wins gold. Uh, I don't know, man. I
He has
think
like a checklist.
I kind of put him in the same category that I put like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Like
Like they just
this guy
he's still right
deserves his
there.
due. I mean, Chad Gable even worse. You know, he
I mean, think
hasn't.
about that. Sorry to cut you off. Think about
Sure.
that run he had for a minute where like him and Gunther was going back and forth having great matches.
You know what,
Two
Nate?
great matches.
You know what, Nate? You got me thinking. You got me thinking.
Like Chad had those 2 solid matches. Was that last year? Was that beginning of last year? Sometime last year or the end of the year before? I think it was last year, honestly. Beginning of last year where they had those 2 like great matches where we thought Gable was gonna win the belt off of Gunther, the
Yeah.
Intercontinental Championship. And they had those on Raw. Those weren't even like PLEs. Those were off of Monday Night Raw, and they were having like 4-star matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, wait, hold on. Oh, Nate, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Uh-oh. The Discord is... Oh, there we go. Let's pop back out. We're unfroze.
Nice.
I don't know. My computer was doing something weird. I was like, uh-oh. But no, Nate, you're right. If I recall, you got Penta's daughter in the front row here crying.
Mhm. Yeah.
And if you go back to those matches you were just talking about with Chad Gable and his quest to get that Intercontinental title,
Oh, his daughter.
his
Yeah,
daughter was in the front row bawling her eyes out. So we got a little
you're
bit
right.
of a role reversal here. And it only makes sense for Chad Gable to get his due, Nate. It only makes sense, dude.
hmm
Like I'm ready. I'm ready for it. You know, same with Drew, dude. I'm ready for these runs. I'm ready to see what they can do with these runs. And I feel like the Alpha Academy would definitely be more so put on the map if we put a little bit of gold on them. I think they could do a lot with it.
You
Unlike
think Alpha Academy, or you're talking about
oh, not
American
Alpha.
Dream?
Sorry.
America's Dream. I almost said America's Best, like the wing spot. Or what is it called? What is it called?
America's Best is a glasses place.
Oh yeah, America's Best is a glasses place.
No, what are they? American Elf. What the fuck are they?
What is their name?
Chad Gable and Company. Gable and Sons.
Cable and Son.
Yeah, Gable and Sons.
American Made.
American Made. Okay. I still don't like that. Yeah.
No, eh.
It's not good.
And it sucks that those guys are taking a backseat too. Those guys, the brothers, the Creed brothers, those guys were freaking rolling in the tag team. Like they should have got
rolling.
the strap.
Don't worry, Triple H is
I know
there,
that,
and it'll be all right. They'll be all right. They're gonna do a little bit of time underneath Chad. We haven't even really seen, I feel like, the beginning of American Made, but I am definitely looking forward to seeing more of them and hopefully them winning some gold. Like put the tag team titles on the Creeds, and then put the IC title or the US title probably American Made. Come on.
Yeah.
Give Chad Gable the US title.
Put it on the chick. What is her name?
Yeah, like who's got the US title right now?
Wait, the women's or the US
the
title?
men's.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Dude, that's right. Like what? That's what we're doing with it right now. We're giving Shinsuke.
Yeah,
Let's put it on Chad.
He beat LA Knight at.
Put it on back on LA, and then let Chad Gable come in there and take that United States title and give it some relevance, because LA ain't gonna do it, and Shinsuke is not gonna do it either. I love Shinsuke, but
I'm gonna say this name.
This is a weird title run. Makes no sense.
I think he's actually about to fight LA Knight again for that. I think that's this week. Is that this week? I could be wrong.
I'm ready for these runs, is what I say at the Mongolian buffet. Dude, that rhymed.
That is so true.
That's what Dirt just said in the chat. Yeah, but 5 stars for the Penta Chad Gable match, Nate. Just a
What do you think is next?
Who's next
who
for
is the
Penta?
next feud? What's the feud that they're gonna put in there?
You don't think he's gonna fight Chad again, dude? I'd almost want to see it again. I'm
You
almost
go round two.
Yeah.
Like
for
Chad
sure.
didn't like the embarrassment, so he's like, you know what?
Yeah, he's
I
like
need a rematch.
bullshit. He's like bullshit.
I didn't expect this guy. Who's this guy?
Yeah. And that match can end in like shenanigans or something. And
Who on the roster, on the WWE Raw roster, is probably like the best feud for Penta right now? Because I know nothing about this guy. I just know he's a luchador. So like, who on the roster other than you can't
any of these
put
good
him against
wrestlers.
Ray?
Any of these good wrestlers.
Yeah. Do you do a little luchador against Ray? Like, I'm the best luchador now? Like,
No,
old
you don't
guy?
do that. No, we don't do that.
You don't disrespect. You don't do luchador on luchador crime?
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like that's kind of just the go-to. I feel like that's that's almost the border. That's almost borderline. Let's put all the the black people together in a group.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Which they do all the time.
Oh, do a little Dom Mysterio versus Penta?
Now that's interesting. Now that is interesting.
Because
I don't know how much I would want to see that, but that is interesting.
Dom's out of place, but he's a good seller. Like, he doesn't really have anything right now. He's kind of just like Liv's bitch right now, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
That's what he's gonna be playing.
He's getting
Because
flowers.
he upset him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I
she's
think you put him
pretending
in.
not to be mad, which means she's fucking furious.
Yeah. So you kind of do like, I'm gonna go get a match to prove that I'm still manly, and then he gets his ass handed to him, put into a freaking a Mexican destroyer, and against Penta. I think that'd be a good match because Dom can sell, so I feel like it'd be good.
Mm-hmm. Dom can sell, and you're right. You know what? That's a good suggestion, Nate. I don't know if I can come up with one better than that.
They should book that for next week. I should call Pierce.
Yeah, you should call Pierce up.
But book this match.
So let's move on from the Pentagon and move on to a different shape. That down below.
The IC.
Let's move on to the women's IC title finals. We had Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. from Damage Control, and a pretty good fight here. I thought
Another
this
good
was
match.
a pretty good match. I couldn't even be mad at it. At one point, I was like, "Oh, I'm wrong. Lyra Valkyria isn't winning." I
Dude, the
was
suplex off the apron onto
Yes,
the floor
dude.
was insane.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And total wind knock her out. There's no way the wind ain't knocked out of you. One way or the other.
Yeah.
Either came out your butt or it came out your face. And
Yeah.
you can't breathe.
Yeah, I didn't watch
like
Monday, which we all know.
yeah.
But then I went on X Tuesday morning. That
Yeah.
was literally like the first thing I saw was that suplex off the apron. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And then when
Yeah.
I watched it, saw it again, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, that is still a crazy move to do.
Dude, it's pretty insane. That was definitely my favorite spot in the match. A really good match overall. I couldn't even be
Yeah.
nitpicky at all. I wasn't nitpicky. The only thing I'm nitpicking is really before the match. Lyra Valkyria, do something with this
Entrance is terrible.
this entrance, dude. This entrance, this gimmick. I don't know if you.
She added to it.
The
She
bird.
added to it. She has the wings now.
Yeah, the bird dressed like a bird, and then the crowd does
The
like
raven.
a noise.
And that's the worst thing about it. It's a stupid raven. Those dirty birds.
Yeah,
Gross.
yeah, and it's like, dude, she's gonna get bottles thrown at her in Pittsburgh. They
She
better not
should.
go there.
She should. I'll throw a bottle at her.
Oh no,
I'll freaking drink a Baja Blast and then chuck it at her head.
oh no. She better watch out. Nate's locked and loaded, ready to take you out.
We're going to Pittsburgh right now. It's a bad time to be a Raven.
No, it's a good time to be a Raven, but they got to beat the Bills. Yikes.
Yeah, interesting. That's gonna be a good game.
That is going to be a good game. Who do you got in that game, Nate? Just real quick, tell me who you got.
If I ever choose the Ravens to win, you should just take me out, honestly. So of course it's the Bills.
Okay.
I would never pick the Ravens. I would never pick the Ravens to win.
Hey man, I've had to pick people in the NFC East before.
Like, let's put it this way.
I'll never pick the Cowboys, but you're right.
Steelers fan me
Yeah.
would never pick the Ravens. I want the Bills. Football fan me, sports fan me.
Yeah.
I want a good game. So whatever comes out of that, as long as it's a good football game, I'm pleased.
I dig that.
Because I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be a heavy hitter. Let's put it. Because I mean, you got two crazy offenses.
This is true. I do feel like that one's kind of like a coin flip almost.
Yeah, it's what defense gets that turnover that changed that game. That's the same thing with the Commanders. We're really going off the freaking rails.
It's okay.
That's the
It's
same
fine.
thing. It's the same thing with the Commanders Bucks game. I literally called that. Like I was sitting there watching that game. I'm like, this game's coming down to whoever gets that turnover, and then
Yep.
Baker.
The only
screws
fun
that
game of Wild
Commanders
Card
off.
Weekend. The only fun game.
Yeah, great game.
Mhm.
And then Baker goes ahead and screws up that run play. He fumbles it.
Yeah, I
trying to
forgot
hand it
what
off
he was
to-
doing.
Yeah, that's what changed the game right there.
It changed the game.
I mean, but you can't take it because then what? Commanders got the ball, they didn't score, but then they got the ball back and then they scored, wasn't it?
Something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah, so like I mean, they still had to score at least
Yeah,
once.
we won.
But that was a good game. They won. It's great.
Yeah,
In
it was
20
a good
years.
game. We won. Yeah,
20
it's
years.
been a while. Let's not talk about how long it's been. Let's talk about how it's going
we
to
did it.
be and how we're going to be the Lions. How crazy would that
Dude,
be?
I think so. Honestly. And I was wrong. At first I thought it was
That'd be
possible
great.
for you guys I thought it was possible for you guys to get another home game, but it's not. Unfortunately. Because if the Rams upset the Eagles and you guys upset the Detroit Lions, I think you go to Arizona unless the LA Fighters are fine, and then you go to LA.
For the
But I
NFC
mean-
Championship game?
Yeah, but Washington versus Philly, and Philly would be insane.
I would hate that. That's what I don't
Yeah,
want.
that's just the worst case scenario.
I would rather
though,
have
but-
Washington versus the Rams.
Yeah, but you got a division matchup that you played them twice. You went 1-1. The
True.
perfect break the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I
to
know.
go
I don't
into
want to
the-
lose that tiebreaker, man. That scares me to death.
Yeah,
I don't like it, dude. It's too scary. I don't like the playoffs. It's too scary.
yeah. It's no. I mean, yeah. You haven't
Call
made it
Roger
this far.
Goodell. Tell him to stop. It's too scary. Tell him I'm scared.
No, but yeah, definitely gonna be a good game. I think they can beat the Lions. Honestly, you just gotta keep up with the scoring. That's all you gotta do, and make one stop.
I hope so. I hope so.
But the scary thing about the Lions is they got both running backs,
I'm
but I
not
don't
going
know
to
how
talk
good.
anything into the existence and with that game
Yeah.
except for that we are going to win. Okay? That's all I'm going to
I hope
do
so.
with my team
I'm
right
rooting on.
now. But I will say one last thing about the Bills and Ravens is that Dirt, I believe, said to me last night, was it Dirt on the assembly? Somebody said something to me about prime time, uh, snow, Josh Allen coming out because it could be snowing for this
Yeah,
game. Uh,
it's already snowing. I think.
yeah, and so which is interesting and fun. I love that, dude. Snowy playoff football. That's exciting. That you got snowy, beautiful playoff, locked and loaded, ready. Josh Allen. No one's gonna beat him, and no one does it better in the snow than the Bills. And I said, except for the fact that Baltimore has a big giant snow bulldozer named Derrick Henry that can.
Yeah, I hope he slips and break his ass bone.
Whoa. Hey man, Derrick Henry. That's my fantasy. That was my fantasy running back, man.
Yeah,
Love him.
it's fun. It's fun to watch him run over your team and just dominate. It's so great. Love it.
Oh well, hey man, they beat me too. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's all right to get beat by Derrick Henry. It's not a big
No,
deal.
it isn't. That one has a Ravens logo on his helmet. Terrible.
Anywho, we were talking about
Mhm.
Lyra Valkyria winning this inaugural women's intercontinental title. This was a fun match between her and Dakota Kai. I
Yeah.
know some people that were upset that Dakota didn't win, but I also know some people that said that Lyra was going to win as soon as she beat Io Sky, and I was one of them. So
Mhm.
this was a fun match,
Think we-
though. Definitely a 4-star banger.
Oh yeah, big time. And I feel like Dakota looked clean in that match because some matches she's kind of like off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think she looked she
I
looked
really like
actually
her
clean.
backstabber thing that she does. Like the
Stomp when they're in the ropes, and she like
she's
stomp
like
in their head.
no, it's like a backstabber type thing. It's sort of like a backstabber.
What do you think about her taking the GTS and making it a GTK?
I don't like that. Change the name.
Yeah, just kind of
Yeah.
just took CM Punk's move like that. Just I don't
I
know.
mean, it's kind of like it. Is it the
But
same move?
but
It's not the same
she
move.
puts them over her shoulders, and then she like drops them and like kicks them or something. Like she like pushes them over and like kicks them in the face. I believe
I think they just like
I
drop
could be wrong.
down or something. I don't know.
Something like that. They call it the GTK.
Mm.
But no, the you know that move where she like curve stomped them when they're in the ropes.
Yeah.
That look, she did a clean one. Lyra sold that one pretty well.
Oh yeah, I like Lyra's wrestling and her selling.
Mhm. Yeah,
So she just needs to work on that character and that entrance because
yeah, terrible.
babyface like, oh my god, I did it. Look at my wings. I'm a raven. That shit's not gonna fucking fly, dude. Like
It's
literally, not gonna fly, dude. You're not Derrick Henry. Okay, you're not. But let's move on. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Let's move on to the end of Raw. With
you want to do the a little bit? You got the Wyatt 6 move to SmackDown. We got that through that little
yeah,
segment.
I was just gonna finish Raw
Nick.
off.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean that is a segment of Raw, I guess.
that was before the main event. That's the only reason why I saw that you had Finn, and
Yeah.
then that. So I didn't know how you wanted to. I know
They
that
did
was like in
acknowledge that
between.
the Wyatt Six had moved in between the backstage segment with Karrion Kross, The Miz, and Sami Zayn, which led to a match between Sami and The Miz, which was forgettable and
Yeah.
background fodder. But the Wyatt Six being moved to SmackDown all of a sudden is not, and it's very interesting. It's like, I don't know. I think if Jacob was here, he was already starting to agree with me that this has been a disappointment with the Wyatt Six and how they've been dealt with since the awesome debut of Uncle Howdy and really all the characters.
Now, do we finally get a new bloodline versus the Wyatt 6? Is that what we're aiming for? It's like the only group that disappointed their family I can think
I
of.
mean, yeah. I mean, if that's what they're still gonna go with, we only attack people that disappoint their family. That's so stupid. They need something else there. They need
Yeah.
something else.
Where do you
Yeah.
think they're just like moving into SmackDown because they need to work on things? Like Monday's too big and they're just like still trying to figure
That's
out
a
their mess.
possibility.
So they're like, let's move into SmackDown to where it's not as viewed, so we can kind of have those little like terrible storylines.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense. It is. It is.
Even though the Karrion Cross storyline was good, but Cross dominated that storyline,
He did, and
and that's
he's becoming a lot more eccentric and a lot more over the top, which I am
yeah.
appreciating. It's making me take more notice of him when he's on TV. He's been doing that on his social media for the longest
Mhm.
time, but we haven't gotten to see any of that
He's
come across on the television screen. So I'm
he's
glad he's
he's more
doing that now.
he's more dark than the Wyatt Six is. Like I feel like he's darker. Like he has that like scary side to him. Till the Wyatt Six just kind of lost it. I feel
Yeah,
like he took it
The
away from
Wyatt
him.
Six seemed really sick because, like I said, they debuted hot. Nate, you got to remember they debuted hot.
Mhm.
All they had dead people lying around everywhere. It was like, what's
Yeah,
going on? And everybody backstage was taken out. They had remember Chad Gable. Let's bring him back up again. He had a dang
yeah.
bullet in his head. Like this dude, it was insane. It was like, what's going on? Uncle Howdy shows up. He's swinging his finger. You know, he's very creepy, and you know, it was a lot of mystique. And then they killed it. They had Bo Dallas come out and get his ass whooped. Uh, just Bo Dallas, just like let's kick this
Mhm.
guy's ass for no reason. And then Uncle Howdy's been kind of lackluster, needless to say, and the whole team really kind of lackluster.
Keeps
I
getting
mean,
their ass whooped.
you know, a good what was it, 6-man tag match with them, but other than that, you know, like what's Nikki Cross done? Like she gets paid to put on a mask and be shown for 12 seconds, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Jumping off the apron. How many times can you do that?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there should be more to it, man. I like it's not, you know, did they just make them to sell toys? Cuz I don't even think there's toys of them yet.
I
Like
don't know.
I haven't even seen an action figure of these guys yet.
At this point, they're just kind of honk shoe.
They are honk shoe,
Really,
dude. Damn. Jacob would be
it's
disappointed.
crazy.
But
I
it's
really hate
okay.
that.
It's all right. Washington won. I did get a text from him earlier about Washington. He's only allowed to have his phone for like 10 minutes at a time or something a day, so he just will send texts or something. But
Yeah, he's like out of the world right now. Like he's like doesn't know what's
yeah,
going on.
no, he has no idea. He has no idea. He's gonna
Freaking
talk to me Sunday and find out whether we won or lost.
the freaking Commander's gonna go to the Super Bowl. He won't even know it.
Bro, that would be insane and sad in some way.
Yeah, he will hate that. The year that he's like changing his life, his boys finally do it.
Yeah, yeah. Don't manifest it, dude.
He would hate that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, the Wyatt Six moving to SmackDown. Good for them. Hopefully, this improves their
Because they did that to
family and their
Bray.
character. Yeah,
They took Bray from Raw to SmackDown.
yeah. I mean, they did a lot of things to Bray. They moved him around a little
Yeah.
too much, if you ask me. You know, the Wyatt Six need a good, established, solid home, and them just being announced like, "Hey, we're just moving to SmackDown out of nowhere." It's kind of weird. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
No solid ending to that. I guess you can always bring it back around full circle, you know, at some point.
Maybe it's just like too many heavy hitters on Raw right now, and they're just like, this is not the storyline we're trying to focus on. We're trying to focus on this stuff. So they're like, let's just boot them to SmackDown, and maybe it'll be because there's what storylines that you can think of that's in SmackDown right now.
I mean, true. They used to do that back in the day because SmackDown would be on UPN, so they'd put all you know, all the goofiness over there. You know,
I would
JBL
say
running around.
the Bloodline stuff is kind of dead right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then what the only story that's carrying it over there is Shinsuke versus LA Knight. Like, blah,
Yeah,
gross.
you're right. SmackDown needs a boost. So why do they got JBL coming to Raw? If SmackDown
Uh,
is,
they're in Texas.
they are in Texas. JBL will be there though. Jake's gonna be missing
Plus,
out on a JBL return too, dude. Oh my god.
surprised they didn't have Tony Hillcliffe.
Tony
Because aren't they?
Hillcliffe?
Is that his name? Hinchcliffe. Oh my God, it's not Hillcliffe. It's Hinchcliffe. They should have him as a guest, special guest. It's on Netflix. It'll be perfect.
Man. What's on Netflix?
Raw. Tony Hinchcliffe on, so he can kind of like talk however he wants.
No. We don't need him on Raw. We don't need him coming in and tainting the wrestling world. He already thinks he's a wrestling manager, controlling all these people with mental disabilities up there doing comedy. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the crowd though.
He might be. He might be sitting there with a big ass belt buckle and I don't know, Hans Kim's thumb up his butt or something.
And Cam Patterson next to him.
Yeah, Cam Patterson next to him. Cam Patterson will get the pop.
Yeah.
Cam Patterson would get the pop. If they show any of them, Cam's getting a pop. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in Texas, Tony would get a pop. Maybe in Austin.
Yeah. Or if he was sitting, if he sat next to Joe Rogan, he'll get a huge pop.
Possibly.
Joe Rogan
I don't know.
At a freaking WWE event.
I don't know, man.
I don't think Joe Rogan would go to WWE though.
Yeah.
At least sit in the crowd.
Yeah. Joe Rogan said the N-word before. Plenty of times.
That is true.
So is he not in the camp with Hogan then?
PewDiePie also said the N-word. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, well, let's boo him too. Let's boo Hogan and PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's get iDubbbz and Ethan Klein in there. Let's get who else?
Who said the N-word? Let's Google it.
Yeah.
Which white person said the N-word?
Yeah. Who said it? It's not allowed. ChatGPT. Tell me every person.
Give me a list of 100 people that said the N-word.
Yeah.
That aren't that color.
Publicly, Paula Deen.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rachel Ray said it too.
Rachel Ray. Oh no, she's too raspy, dude. She would never do that. She would never do that. She's too obsessed with ruining good savory meals with mint.
Yeah, in her shitty pants.
Yeah. Ugh. Get that nonstick bullshit out of here. Anyway.
Finn meeting his end.
Yeah, Finn meeting his end. Thank God, this is over. I'm so sick of the Judgment Day, kind of.
Yeah, they're done.
Like, the funniest thing about the Judgment Day is Carlito just kind of like being like, what's going on? And he just like is obsessed with that video game in the back. He's always just playing WWE 2K. That's all he does.
Yeah, it is. That is true.
And like, yeah.
What'd you think of the match overall?
I mean, it was good. The stretcher part was fun. Finn didn't win.
The spot from the crowd into the table. The
that was fun. Very fun. Probably that was probably the best spot of the match. Yeah, I mean a good match. I was kind of over it before it started. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I was just kind of over Finn and Damian Priest at this point. Like I was just over it. Like,
I saw something that people were talking crap about, like who's pushed to be over more than this guy, and it's like Damian Priest. I guess he's like pushed to try to be over, I guess is what they're trying to say.
You know what?
Like they're trying to push him.
And I disagree a lot of times with that. Like, oh, this person's just being forced down our throat. This person, like, blah 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 blah. Because I'm a Damian Priest. I'm a Damian Priest fan. I know it's not unnatural to be a fan of Damian Priest. You are a fan of Damian Priest, and you're just a fan of him coming into WWE. I remember him from Ring of Honor, original Ring of Honor days as Punishment Martinez. And me and Lori were big fans of Punishment Martinez because this dude would come out and just wreck house, dude. And we haven't really seen too much of the wrecking house by him, you know? Like the most over he's been in the WWE, I believe, is when he's, back playing back burner to Bad Bunny. So, and it's good to see him get a win here, but it's a win that means nothing. It's a win against the stupid Judgment Day. Can we be done with the Judgment Day, dude? Damian is another person I'd almost put in the category of Chad Gable. Da- Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Like these are some guys that I mean I know Damian's had the championship at one point, but he lost it and didn't really have a comeuppance. He didn't really, did he even get a rematch?
Against who? With Gunther?
Yeah. Did he get a rematch?
No.
Did he have a rematch on Raw or something?
I think they did have a rematch.
Did they? And it got interrupted by the Judgment Day and
Yeah, that's when Finn came out, and yeah, he was about to win. I think Finn messed it up or something, and that's why they had. And then Finn came out was like, I deserve that. Oh, I helped you. I forgot what pay-per-view that was, but Finn was like, I helped you Gunther. I deserve the next belt, and he's like, dude, you didn't help me. And then he ended up like messing with Gunther on a match, and Gunther was like, all right, come on, let's fight now.
Yeah, I remember all that. I don't know, dude. It's been going so long. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like it's just
Been a full
another.
year.
Those three people have this. What Damien, Chad, and Drew, what they all have in common, they're chasing these bullshit groups that are dead now. You gotta
Yeah,
think,
dude.
Chad chasing Alpha Academy. Why are you chasing the Alpha
I
Academy?
think he's done with that now, though.
Yeah, but
He's
like they
moved on
still
to
kind of
being mad at luchadors.
yeah, but then like they bring them back to like being pissed off at Alpha Academy. Like, be done. You got Drew with the bloodline stuff. Like, you ended my career last year. Like, dude, that was 2 years ago. Get
I mean,
over
he's
it.
still kind of doing it, but he's kind of more focused onto the Roman thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have Damien with Judgment Day, but they're just chasing a group that they should just stop chasing.
True. I mean, you got a good point. I think we both got good points in pairing all three of those together in their quest for greatness and quest for really deserving the spotlight, in my opinion, over people like CM Punk, people like that are just kind of like walked their way back into the company. Cena, you know, people who are going to be taking up a ton of time on TV when we could be getting quality Damian Priest matches, man.
Yeah. That'd be
You
great.
could be getting quality Damian Priest versus. I mean, that was a quality match we got between him and Finn Balor. I'm not going to pretend like it wasn't.
Oh, it was.
It was
It
a great
definitely
match.
was.
It was a
Damien
great.
Priest has had some good matches here recently.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the
I
best,
feel like.
but it was
Yeah.
good, and it capped off, I thought, a pretty entertaining Raw, and then Raw, it ended at 10:30, like 6 or something like that. It was like early,
That is crazy.
and I was like, wait a minute. I was like thrown off for a second. I said, did Raw just end? I was like,
So
I like
it's
looked at
like
Lori.
back to the Penta thing. How did they go over time when they didn't even go over time? Like Penta, how did he go over time when you still had 30 minutes left of Raw?
Yeah, see, I'm
You could have
confused
done.
about that too. Apparently it was just the way it was fit into the show, or so. I don't
Yeah.
know, because I know I know there are commercials for some
Yeah, they
people.
are. Well, the U.S., I
I
guess.
didn't have commercials.
Oh, I don't know. I
I
know
think
international.
I don't think they got
International don't get
their
commercials.
streaming lines figured out quite yet. And
Yeah.
I definitely was streaming an international version because I was like, why am I getting no commercials?
Did you get like stuff in between, like talking and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that? I
did. Like
guess.
I saw the New Day, and apparently people were like, the New Day wasn't on Raw, and I was like, yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So
Well, supposedly
it was weird.
international was supposed to get like that in between stuff, and then we got commercials. But I guess they had it messed up. I don't know. I don't watch it live, so
Yeah, though they had it messed up at least on my end. At least
yeah.
on my Netflix, I was not seeing any commercials, and I am in the States, so that was very strange.
Dude, you just
Um,
ratted yourself out. Now Netflix gonna
I saw
hit
them
you
on the
with.
premiere. I saw commercials on the premiere, so I was,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it ended, and I was thrilled about that. I was like, oh, great. I went to YouTube and I saw all the podcasters who do Raw after shows. I literally
Mhm.
saw all their times, like they were all like scurrying to their keyboards to frantically change their times of their streams, move it up,
Yeah.
because they're like, oh, I can get this over with. I can go to bed a little bit earlier. That's
10:30 is good.
it's a good time, dude. It's a good time. Yeah, that was Raw. That was it's a good episode of
Good
Raw
show.
too.
Yeah, good show
Good
from
stuff
front to back.
from front to
Oh,
back, dude.
I do have a thing though that is crazy. I
Hmm.
don't want to pull up the video because I don't want to mess it up. Our going
Well, what
here.
is it?
I was listening to the radio Monday morning, ESPN radio,
Oh my
and
God.
I found out that Trump is a Tiffany Stratton fan.
Who?
Tiffany Stratton, President Trump. So
President
he was.
Trump is a
So
Tiffany
he was.
Stratton fan?
The only reason I said that
You're gonna bury
uh,
Tiffany Stratton right now?
because so he has these watches. I guess he came out with, and at the end of him promoting these watches, he goes, "It's Trump time."
Oh, okay. So he really doesn't know anything about Tiffany Stratton. He just stole
Yeah, yeah.
her.
So like
The
maybe
only thing she
maybe his
does. It's Tiffy
maybe his,
time.
maybe his like people that write these stuff for him, like his PR team or something.
Hmm.
Maybe they're WWE fans, so they're like, "Yo, let's throw this promo, like this like saying in there, and WWE fans will love it."
I mean, you picked up on it. I don't think anybody else.
Dude, it was so random. I heard him say it. And I was like, "Yo, what the heck?" This
He's
guy
like,
just
listen,
stole. It's Tiffy. It's Trump time.
I said she better win the belt, and look what happened. She won. I
But yeah,
told you.
that was just a random thing that I saw.
I
And I was
said,
like,
I said,
"Yo,
Nia Jax, she can't be champion. That's a big woman. She's a
I
very
even like
large woman. Nia.
I even saved the video just in case, but we're not gonna play it. We're just gonna leave it as is.
Yeah, leave it as is for right now. We don't need to see Trump time. I don't want to give him any air. Uh,
I didn't even know if we were able to.
yeah, he'd probably flag us. He'd probably be like, hey,
Hey, yo, those are my watches.
please flag that. I don't want
Oh,
people to know that I have a Tiffany Stratton poster on my wall.
what'd you think of
I saw something earlier on Twitter that made me laugh. It was a picture of Sabrina Carpenter and Cher, and it said Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania.
Ooh, that's good.
It was funny how much Cher looked like Charlotte Flair. Everybody
I
already
have
knows
to do
Tiffany
that,
Stratton's just doing a Sabrina Carpenter cosplay
pretty much.
thing. Yeah.
She might as well sing her songs coming out.
Yeah.
Um, what about the Rhea Nia Bailey thing?
Oh
We don't
yeah,
have to
dude.
get too into it.
That did happen. God. Ugh. Yeah, and you
So
know
that's
what?
setting
It
up for
was. I'm
Nia.
sorry, dude, but Bailey is awful.
Yeah, she is.
Am I
Even
like
Nia said it.
dude? Nia was the shining star of this segment.
Yeah.
Like because Bailey comes up to her and called her a big dumb idiot. She goes full Trump and she's like, you know what, Nia, you're a big dumb idiot. And Nia pushed her, rightfully so. Like looked like
Oh my
It
God,
looked like a real
it was
push.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it was
looked like a
bad.
real push because Nia don't fuck around, and Bailey ate one right there. And then we got this like weird thing of Bailey standing in the ring with Rhea as Rhea fights off Nia, and Bailey's glancing at the title. Bailey,
Boring. Hulk shoe.
yeah,
Get out of here.
you're so hawk shoe. You're so milk toast. My God, dude! Like,
And then she went to NXT last night and did that to Roxanne.
it's crazy how colorful and like she's all purple and just like very
Oh,
vibrant. Yet whenever we see her on our TV screens, it just bleeds beige. It
this is my
bleeds boring.
hometown. It's
Yeah,
my hometown.
yeah.
Don't
San
give a
Jose is
shit.
my hometown. Like, really? Do you even speak Spanish, dumbass?
But yeah, then last night she went on NXT and kind of like had a little thing with Roxanne Perez. And I guess people are saying that's like Roxanne Perez, like she's gonna like come to SmackDown this week and mess with Bailey.
Take over.
Well, this is what I saw. This is like an ex fantasy, whatever. But like, I guess she's gonna come to. They're saying she could come to SmackDown now and mess up her chance to win the belt
Oh yeah, I
or
mean
something.
that's very possible, dude. And Roxanne Perez is a hell of a wrestler, hell of a talent,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't mind that. You know, we definitely need some more people up on the women's roster.
definitely no. She's definitely not gonna beat Tiffany Stratton. That'll be terrible.
No. Yeah, that would be a bad. I don't even like Tiffany Stratton that much, but that would be bad.
Yeah,
I don't want Bailey anywhere near anything. I don't want uh I don't know. Roxanne Perez can come in and do something, but
I say
Bailey
you
no.
do need some type of competition there. I feel
Yeah.
like it's kind of like nothing.
It's a
There's
nothing
nothing in
burger.
SmackDown. There's nothing in SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown needs
Some
some
spite.
help. Maybe they can get
Kevin
I know
James.
it'll help. I know it'll help. Maybe they can have the massive debut and return of
Ooh, Zack
Corey
Ryder.
Graves.
Oh, oh yeah. We didn't even talk about that.
No, we can talk about it though. Corey Graves is upset. Let's talk about it quickly. Corey Graves is upset that
Yeah.
he's been. Nobody knows if this is a work or a shoot. He's upset that he's been demoted down to NXT,
Yeah.
commentating with Booker T and whoever's down there. Is that Vic Joseph down there? Who the hell's down there?
I have no
Um,
clue. Couldn't even tell you.
uh, yeah, he's down there commentating, dude, and he's pissed off about it. He went to Twitter, let people know about his frustrations. I read it. I was like, wow, he's really pissed off. And it seems like it was a little bit directed towards Pat McAfee, in my opinion. Or maybe Joe Tessitore. It could be directed towards Joe. But I feel
Yeah.
like more so Pat. And that's interesting. That's very interesting because if this is a work, it's a work masterclass by Triple H because this genuinely seems like something Corey's upset about. That he's dedicated, a majority of his career here in the wrestling business to. He got injured early and hasn't been able to wrestle since. But I actually heard 2 years ago he was cleared. So there's a little bit of misinformation here, maybe, I think,
Having like a
going
Big
around
E
on
type.
this. Yeah, I'm not like a Big E type situation. Like, is he cleared? Is he not cleared? I guess we'll find out. I'm interested in the storyline. It does have my attention, and I think that everybody is kind of interested in it. When it came out, when he that tweet went out, that's all I was seeing there for a while. So it is interesting.
Yeah. Now, do you think they bring that into like the universe, or is that just kind of like an outside thing that they'll just
If it's a real thing, then no. But
no?
no. If they're really like, you're not cleared to wrestle here in WWE, no, you're not. We're not. You won't see it the likes of that happen on TV, but you will see it happen over Twitter when Corey Graves leaves the company or whatever. And
Goes to AEW.
oh God, I don't even think he would want to do. I think he'd just leave wrestling altogether.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his wife in forever. She had the baby and then hasn't come back really. Right, Carmella?
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I haven't heard from her in a while.
I knew who that is, but I didn't know that's who he was married to or with.
Yeah. Corey Graves famously cheated on his allegedly cheated on his wife with
Dang.
Carmella, and was while he was out on the road. Corey's always out on the road, so he's never home with his family. But he had a wife and kids, and he's no longer with that woman. He's now with Carmella, and now they have a kid. So
Nice.
Corey's Mr. Stepdad. He looks like
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he did. And then he lost his job to Pat McAfee.
Yep. And I will agree with him here. I'd rather have Corey.
Yeah.
That's just me. I mean, hey, that's just me. Corey's he turns it down. I don't like how over top Pat McAfee is. He takes me out of it sometimes when he's like, I gotta stand on the desk and do the Jey Uso dance. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Let the crowd be into it. Let me see the crowd. Like, why's the camera gotta cut to you standing on the fucking desk?
Yeah. And he's gonna yeet all over the place. How many times are you gonna say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna yeet all over the place, and it's like, dude, stop, dude. You're being gross and annoying and attention seeking, and stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
he is an energy. He is something.
Anyway,
I don't dislike him, but
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that come to
You do,
fruition on TV, but I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing that.
WrestleMania, you get one of those like squash matches. You get Pat McAfee versus Corey Graves in the ring.
That's what I was saying. I'd like to see that culminate on TV, but I don't know if we're getting that. That'd be nice.
That'd be crazy because I mean Pat does wrestle.
Yeah, and Corey used to.
That could be a future thing.
Corey has "Stay Down" tattooed on his knuckles, dude. He's badass.
Yeah, they could do a winner gets commentary desk on Raw.
True. All right, let's see. Winner gets commentary desk. Winner. Yeah. Loser gets put in a cage above the commentary desk for the rest
Loser
of the year.
has to commentate SmackDown.
Loser has to commentate main event with Byron Saxton.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this.
Loser has to do backstage interviews on SmackDown.
Let's see. Video capture. No. We want a media source, maybe? Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm importing a media source because we got a little update from Jacob. Who,
Oh yeah, the video. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies.
There he is. He's on screen. All right. Let's see if I can get the audio to work on it.
Do you know any Sabrina Carpenter songs?
Me? No.
Yeah, just a random thought I had in my head.
I don't know any Sabrina Carpenter songs, Nate.
All right. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I thought she was just really good at flooring.
What does that mean?
It's a Carpenter joke.
Oh. Oh. Sorry, it went over my head. That's crazy.
It's funnier than it did. It wouldn't have been as funny if you laughed at it, if you were like, Carpenter.
Did you know she was on Disney Channel?
I believe it. She looks like it. Yeah. Let's see if this works. Do we hear the audio?
Good evening, ladies and saucers.
Audio.
Good evening, ladies.
I wonder why. It shows up.
Good evening, ladies and saucers.
There's Jacob's face.
Excuse me. I am now Bald Boy, and wrestling is cool.
It says
God bless you guys. Hopefully, I see you guys soon. CM Punk rules, and remember always get some Bojangles.
Oh, here we go. It says it won't.
Oh, you can hear the audio
You can?
on the video. Yeah.
Oh, you can't hear it. I can't hear it. All right. Well, that was the. Here, I'll play it one more time for the audience. Here, I want to hear it. Let's see if I can hear it.
Yeah, you played it all the way through.
I did. It worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and saucers.
There's Jacob's update.
Excuse me. I am now Bald Boy, and wrestling is cool. God bless you guys. Hopefully, I see you guys soon. CM Punk rules, and remember always get some Bojangles.
Yeah. I am now Bald Boy is what he said. He is bald. I don't know if you noticed that. He's got the camera really close, but they did shave his head.
Dude, that's like the way he has that angle is the angle when I answer when I'm taking a shit and like you're like, yeah. What's up? That's the exact angle.
Yeah, that's the angle all the kids do nowadays. They just show like the top of their eyes and their forehead.
It's a good angle, especially when you're bald. You're just like bald and you just have a bald head.
Well, dude, if Jake was here, it'd be 3 bald boys.
Yeah, he's not really bald, but it's close enough.
He was at first, and then it's grown back a little bit. It's been a few days. Anyway, let's end the show, Nate. It's been a good show tonight. We've had fun. Catch the back catalog on all your podcast streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google. Wherever you find your podcasts. We're here every Wednesday, 10:15. Me and Nate right here on Slipper House Extra YouTube channel. Catch us right here live, or check out the back catalog here in the Pro Wrestling Sauce Live playlist. Go over to the playlist and check out all the old episodes, all the old clips, all the old fun. Check out House Assembly, 9 o'clock on Sundays.
You should.
You're definitely going to want to check out this Sunday's episode. A lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Me, Dirt, and Clams just cutting it up, man.
Always good.
Subscribe here, like here, enjoy here. Nate, any parting words?
It's cowboy time.
Whoa, it's cowboy time?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I feel, are you going right back to sleep after this?
I'm gonna try to push I probably won't fall asleep until midnight, but yeah, I'm probably going to. I got a 5 a.m. meeting a safety meeting at work tomorrow, so that's
Oh,
great.
Jesus. Yuck.
Might have to take a snooze in the truck somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, you might have to pull over, take a nap at the Shell station.
Yeah, I have this little cul-de-sac that's like all woods. No one goes back there. Take a little nice nap.
Oh yeah, There's a few neighborhoods over there in the swamp area you can find. And just relax, take a nap with the squirrels, man. All right,
Exactly.
we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wrestling sauce. While you're here, I want you to like and subscribe because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete, delete, delete.
Boom.